Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a Mexican chicken casserole, and it's really easy. Throw all this stuff in one bowl and then go from there. I did make a few changes, so I'll show you those. Instead of using baby spinach, we're going to use asparagus tips, and I'm not going to saute them because I feel like the heat of the oven will cook those. I also have some sliced green onion, and I've also got some chopped jalapeno peppers. These are pickled jalapeno peppers, so I'm not going to cook those at all. I just chop those up. And all this is going to go in the same bowl, so you can put everything in the same bowl as you go. So this is about four chicken thighs. You're supposed to put a whole chicken in this, but I don't think it needs that. So I'm just going to put 4 chicken thighs in here. I skinned them and chopped them up. You don't have to do that. You can do chicken breasts if you prefer. And then I went ahead and put all my vegetables in. You need to be aware of the salt content. The recipe does call for salt, but I'm not going to add it because with the soup, it's going to be just a little bit too much. Pepper, definitely. And instead of 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, I'm going to try to just do 1. So you're going to stick, let me go ahead and do this first. 8 ounces of sour cream. Okay, let's get that off the spoon there. So we've already added chicken, asparagus tips, chopped jalapeno peppers, chopped green onions, 8 ounces of sour cream. And we're gonna add 4 ounces of, which is 1 cup, of Fiesta blend or Mexican cheese. So you're going to do about half a pack of that and reserve the rest for the top. So we're just going to mix all this together. Now if you're going to do the full 8 pieces of chicken, you need to go ahead and add the extra can of soup. But since I only did 4, I'm only going to do 1 can of soup. You need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I've already got a 9x13 pan ready. You need to spray that. Spread it out in your baking dish. Then you're going to add the rest of the cheese on top. You're going to bake this for about a half an hour or until the cheese is melted. And you're going to bake it uncovered. I'm going to cover it first. Even though the recipe says bake it uncovered, I'm going to cover it first and then take it off, take the full off when I get closer to it being done. Hey y'all, so this is a finished product. I'm going to put some crushed tortilla chips on top, but the I can't even think of the name of it. The asparagus, it cooked through just fine. I know it's a little unorthodox. You can put spinach in it, which is what the recipe called for. but I just wanted to do something a little bit different. And if you use the asparagus, just make sure you just do the tips. And no need to cook them ahead of time. They should cook just fine. They're going to be cooking for 30 minutes in a hot liquid in the oven, so it should just work out just fine. You can also put this on rice, or maybe a baked potato would be good, or some mashed potatoes. But it tastes great. It is not too expensive to make. And you can also use cheddar cheese if you would rather do that. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a really easy, quick baked ravioli. It only has 4 base ingredients. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already cooked my ground beef, set it aside. We're going to just mix all this in one bowl. So you're going to need some frozen or refrigerated ravioli. This is cheese ravioli from Walmart. About 20 ounces. You're going to take that, put it in a mixing bowl, half a cup of water, and 32 ounces of your favorite marinara or spaghetti sauce. And we're going to put about half a cup of cheese in there with it. Let me add a little water to this. All right. So you're going to need 2 cups of Italian cheese blend cheese, or mozzarella if you don't have anything else. And you're going to put about a half cup in here to mix with everything. And then the rest of it's going to go on top. So you need to set it aside. Let me find my spoon. All right, mix this together. And my ground beef, let's see, about a pound. And I've cooked the ground beef and drained it first. Okay, let me go and get my 13 by 9 pan. You're going to need a 13 by 9 baking dish that you spray with some cooking spray. Okay. While my oven is preheating, 350 degrees is what you're going to want your oven set for. We're going to go ahead and pour this into the baking dish. So this is a really easy, quick, simple ravioli recipe. And now you're going to take the rest of your cheese and put on top. Okay, now I'm going to cover this tightly with some foil, and we're going to bake it for about 35 minutes. Then we're going to remove the foil, and we're going to let it cook another 10 minutes or so until it's hot and bubbly. And I'll be back when it's done. Okay, everybody, this is the finished product. Did perfect. Don't forget, after the initial 30-35 minutes, take the foil off and cook it another 10 minutes or so. Let the cheese melt, and as soon as it's bubbly, it's ready to come out. You can use any type of cheese. You don't have to do Italian blend. I would suggest mozzarella if you're not going to, or provolone. And you can use any spaghetti sauce that you want to, and you can also leave the meat out if you prefer. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.